Hey, Dan, are you having a lucky St. Patrick's Day?
Absolutely. There's no snow today here in Denver. I'm a happy guy.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us again for our travel talk tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you all had a lucky Wednesday today. We're lucky because we get to work in the travel industry and get to tell all of our clients about the wonderful places that they can go. So my name is Noam Meppen. I'm the franchise partner for Expedia Cruises, and I'm joined by my colleague, Dan Iacobelli, who's our cruise expert from Royal Caribbean. And we are going to tell you a little bit about the cruises that you can take around North America, including in the Caribbean and the Bahamas and Alaska, and one little tease about Southern California. So with that, I will just remind you that we are Expedia Cruises. We're the travel agency hosting this event. We're part of the Expedia family. We can manage all aspects of leisure travel, whether it's cruises, all-inclusive resorts, motor coach tours, safaris, home rentals, you name it. If it's leisure travel, we can do it for you. And we are passionate travelers, and we'd love to help you, whether it's in person, at our store, over the phone, online, over a Zoom call, however you'd like us to work with you. Our store is located in Scottsdale, Arizona on Frank Lloyd Wright. Come visit us. We're open 6 days a week, and we'd love to help you face to face. We've been open 6 years, and we have a lot of repeat customers because we do a great job for them each time. And it's our vision to be the best travel agency in Greater Phoenix, and we try for that every time. So it's not just me. I am the franchise partner. I don't do a lot of the sales. I have a team of 24 consultants, and they are here to provide you excellent advice and service, to be your advocates and advisors, help you plan your trip, help you put all the details together, things like your hotels and transfers and flights and your shore excursions. They're here to make sure that you have a great trip while you're traveling and making sure you get home safe and sound. They provide you all this great service at no additional cost to you. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to my friend Dan. He's going to take you on a tour of North America, and I'll be back at the end. Our presentation should go for about half an hour. So Dan, take us away.
Thanks so much, Noam. And thank you to everyone who took time out of your busy schedules to spend some time with us. Today, I really wanted to give you a walkthrough of the type of places that we do sail to here at Royal Caribbean. Of course, we cover the Caribbean. We also go to the Bahamas, Alaska, and so much more, but definitely wanted to pinpoint a couple of key destinations. So no one knows the Caribbean better than Royal Caribbean. You have many choices when it comes to sailing the Caribbean, but rest assured that Royal Caribbean is the brand of choice because we have the history, experience, and passion that will ensure your friends and family will have the best vacation possible. We have a wide range of options available, including many ships to choose from, actually 26 with more coming. And whether you're a first-time cruiser or frequent one, we have a ship and itinerary that's going to fit all of your needs. So the Caribbean is the most popular destination when it comes to cruises, so why not choose the cruise line that does it the best? We've been sailing the Caribbean for 50 years, and we've been voted the best cruise line in the Caribbean in Travel Weekly's Reader's Choice Awards, which we're very proud of course. We're always pushing the envelope with our ships, including innovation and many, many firsts at sea. There are many ships to choose from, some of which have year-round presence in the Caribbean. You can combine the cruise with one of our more exciting shore excursions to get you better connected with any destinations that we do sail to. All in all, we strive to have something for everyone, singles, couples, families, multi-generational families. We do pride ourselves on being a multi-generational brand. You name it, we absolutely can cover it. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of the many destinations that we do sail to at Royal Caribbean. We do go to more than the Caribbean, of course. We go to Canada, New England, the Caribbean, Bahamas, and Bermudas, of course. That is our bread and butter. We also go to Europe, Dubai, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, and of course, Alaska. But tonight, we are just going to be focusing on 3 main destinations, but just wanted you all to know that we sail essentially around the entire world. And if you ever want to take a look at these itineraries or any of our fantastic ships, please don't hesitate to reach out to your incredible travel agents at Expedia Cruises. They really are going to take amazing care of you. A moment here. All right, I love technical difficulties. So amazing destinations, of course, North America, Europe, Dubai, Asia, already went through this, but just gives you a breakdown of all the ports of call that we would visit too. So many options are available with varying sailing lengths. We start at 3 nights going all the way up to 20 on some of our more unique sailing options. So definitely a lot of choices for you. But I did, of course, want to touch on the Caribbean. Of course, we at Royal Caribbean cover the entire Caribbean. So I really wanted to break down the Caribbean into 3 main regions to let you know what type of itinerary you might be looking into. We have our Eastern Mediterranean itineraries that mostly visit Perfect Day at Coco Cay, our newly renovated island, as well as Nassau, Bahamas. And then going over into the Western Caribbean, we of course visit plenty of ports in Mexico, as well as Roatan, Honduras. And then in the Southern Caribbean, very excited to announce our new home port of Barbados, doing some incredible itineraries, sailing out of Barbados, of course, going to those incredible Southern Caribbean islands. A lot of options are there for you. But for starters, we are going to jump into the Western Caribbean, which I definitely love visiting. I actually went a couple years ago before this whole pandemic thing started and visited Costa Maya, Cozumel, as well as Roatan, and had an absolute blast. I love the ships. They're my favorite ships. I'm biased, of course, but the destinations are absolutely incredible. And we do have some really great shore excursions that go along with these incredible destinations. But to highlight a couple of these ports of call that we do visit in our Western Caribbean itineraries, I did, of course, want to touch on Cozumel, Mexico, which is part of the top 10 Caribbean cruise destinations, as well as all these I'm going to actually talk about right now. So in Cozumel, you can catch a little history in addition to your beach time with a visit to this island off the eastern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. It is believed that the Mayans settled here in the early part of the millennium, and ancient relics and sites abound. After turning the island's top historical sites, try diving, which is a top activity here, of course, or visit the mainland historic site of Tulum, which stands on a bluff overlooking the sea, proving that the Maya loved beachfront property as much as we do. And a fun fact about Cozumel, you can swim with the largest fish in the world, the whale shark. I'm getting ahead of myself here. All right, and going on to Falmouth, Jamaica, on the island's north coast, Falmouth was a center for dramatic social change during the English colonial period. The rich history lends itself to the city's 19th century Georgian architecture that remains. Today's Falmouth is really all about adventures in nature, as the port city is close to both Ocho Rios, with its spectacular Dunn's River Falls, and Negril's beautiful beaches. You can also try the Caribbean's version of a Venetian gondola ride, be gently guided down the Martha Brae River on a long bamboo raft made for 2, and don't forget to try the island's signature dish of jerk, of course. And then Roatan, Honduras. Roatan is a Western Caribbean gem located off the coast of Honduras. Here you'll find the Caribbean's largest barrier reef, lying just offshore. The reef is rich with colorful coral and an amazing array of marine life, including huge groupers, sea snails, rare seahorses, Gorgonian soft corals, and so much more. Really incredible ports of call that we do offer with our Western Caribbean packages. But I can't talk about Western Caribbean without talking about our own island. Royal Caribbean, we do have our own private destination of Laba de Haiti. So are you looking to vegging out on a beautiful beach, or is adrenaline more your speed? Located on the north coast of Haiti, this private Royal Caribbean beach is the spot for you, your friends, and your family. It's a gorgeous cove backed by jungle-covered mountains. Labadee lets you sink into white sand and enjoy these amazing ocean views, or fly down the island's 500-foot-high over-water zip line, which is the largest zip line in the world. Royal Caribbean has 2 of these exclusive, private, and exciting Caribbean destinations. We really want you to know that we have some incredible offerings. And just a little fun tip for you here, when we do get back to sailing, which is going to happen this year sooner rather than later, we are going to be visiting Laba de Haiti and our own Perfect Day at Coco Cay Island, which I'm excited to share some info about that tonight. So definitely some itineraries and supports that I want you all to be well aware of. And once again, if you have any questions, you want to take a look at a cruise that goes to the Western Caribbean to Laba de Haiti, please feel free to reach out to your incredible travel partners at Expedia Cruises. So just going to show you a brief map, a breakdown of Laba de Haiti. There's so much to offer. So starting with Buccaneers Bay, here you can reserve a watercraft, take some boat tours and excursions here. There's just so much to do. You'll find the tour information and booking desk at Buccaneers Bay, where you can book so many of the shore excursions we offer. There is a wide variety of them. This is also the meeting point for our watercraft and boat tours, really the hub for all those extracurriculars that we do offer. Dragon's Plaza, here you can soak up the sun and listen to the sounds of the ocean or have a barbecue lunch at Dragon's Cafe. And a note about Labadee, as well as Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, which I am going to talk about. This is an extension of the ship. We do have plenty of complimentary dining options available. And if you have a beverage package on our ship, it does carry off to the island as well. You can take advantage of the signature drink for Labadee, which is the Labadoozy. A really good drink. I only recommend about one of those because it will get you nice and boozy, but a really nice package that does carry over to the island. And if you do take advantage of our VOOM fastest internet at sea packages, that also carries over to the island so you can have Wi-Fi throughout your stay. But back to the island, looking at Labadee Town Square, you'll discover rich Haitian culture. You can go shopping at the artisan market, enjoy festive shows, and more. Labadee Town Square boasts an expanded version of the popular artisan market. Just a lot of rich Haitian culture that we do have available for you. Adrenaline Beach, this is my favorite part of the island. Not only is it brand new, but it's also home to our Dragon's Tail coaster and our own Dragon's Flight line, which once again is the longest zip line over water. It's going to take you down those 500 feet. You're going to get these amazing views, and then you're going to land softly in the water. So you're definitely going to want to wear a bathing suit for that. We just have so many nice, quiet beaches available. It's a lovely destination that you can only visit on Royal Caribbean. All right, going to move over to the Eastern Caribbean. We do sail to a lot of incredible ports, such as, of course, San Juan, Puerto Rico, where we do round trips on our beautiful Freedom of the Seas. Those are some great 7-9 sailings that do visit Eastern Caribbean and actually touch on some Southern Caribbean ports. But to touch on some of those Eastern Caribbean islands that are so very popular, starting with St. Thomas. If shopping is your favorite pastime, don't pass up a visit here. The most cosmopolitan island of the U.S. Virgin Island chain, lush St. Thomas is also considered one of the best sites for duty-free shopping. Be sure to pick up locally made spice mixes, hot sauces, and tropical jams for your friends and family. And of course, some jewelry, linens, crystal and china, a whole lot of shopping. My wife absolutely loves going here. Definitely runs up the credit card bill, that's for sure. But it's an incredible destination. St. Martin, another fantastic Eastern Caribbean port that we do visit. This island is in the Northeast Caribbean, about 190 miles east of Puerto Rico. It's actually split into two parts. St. Martin is the Dutch side, and St. Martin, different spelling, is the French side. The result is the world's smallest island inhabited by two countries. History aside, Philipsburg, the Dutch side's capital, displays its heritage in its architecture and landscaping with cobblestone streets and colorful buildings. Enjoy the view and indulge in the local cuisine of succulent fried fish and lobster. I'm a sucker for a good lobster tail, and that was one of the best lobster tails that I have ever had. Absolutely have to check it out. And then one more Eastern Caribbean port that I want to touch on is going to be St. Kitts. Here you can hike through lush rainforests, rich history, and once-in-a-lifetime adventures. Did someone say lunch on a volcano? That is something that you can do. It's so unique and a wonderful experience for your friends and family. The West Indies Isle really has it all, with more than a quarter of its land set aside as a national park to preserve its 17th and 18th century military architecture. Really so much to offer. Outside of just the wonderful, beautiful sandy beaches that we have at the Caribbean, there's so many shore excursions and really lovely parts of each port that are unique just to them. All right, now we're going to move over to the Southern Caribbean. We visit a lot of incredible ports here in the Southern Caribbean. A lot of these are going to be visited out of our new home port, which is in Barbados on our beautiful grandeur of the seas. We have 7-night options as well as a 14-night ultimate Caribbean option that visits 9 of these ports of call in one sailing, including, my favorite part of it, an overnight in Aruba. Really awesome opportunity for you to experience a lot of ports of call within your sailing. And actually, one of those 7-night sailings visits 7 ports in every single day of the sailing. Really fantastic offering for you. But just going to highlight some of the ports of call that we do love in the Southern Caribbean. Curacao. It's the largest of the 6 islands that comprise the Netherlands Antilles. Dutch influence is still very visible in Willemstad's architecture and culture. You might know the island for its distinctive blue alcohol made from citrus fruit, But Curacao is so much more than that. The warm waters are perfect for scuba diving and snorkeling. There are 35 beaches all ready for you to frolic on, and the port city, Willemstad, has something for everyone. Right, now we're going to move over to the Bahamas and the Bermuda section of the presentation. So we do, of course, have our perfect day at Coco Cay, our very own private destination that we revamped a couple of years ago. More on that one later. Outside of that, we do have Bahamas and Bermuda sailings that visit Key West, Florida. Actually, I lived in Florida for a very long time, most of my life. Absolutely love visiting Key West. Nassau, Bahamas, can't have a Caribbean sailing without touching Nassau. Love that island. We do, of course, sail out of Port Canaveral, Orlando, Florida, Kings Wharf in Bermuda, and of course, Grand Bahama. But to touch on some of these Bahamas and Bermuda ports that are really important, of course, Nassau and Kings Wharf. More on Kings Wharf, think pink and an array of other pastels in this paradise of the Atlantic. Discover an enduring legacy of seamanship, historic sites, picturesque towns, world-class golf courses for you golfers out there, and beaches of pink sand lapped by aqua blue waters. Explore Bermuda after the sun sets. From Calypso to Starlight Cruises, you'll discover enough diversions here to keep you partying all night long. We absolutely love the Bahamas and Bermuda. It's part of our bread and butter, as is the Caribbean, of course. We are Royal Caribbean. We love having opportunities to take you all here to these amazing islands. And we have so many ships and so many different itineraries on pretty much any date you can think of. We have an option for you. Don't forget to talk to your incredible travel agents at Expedia Cruises to take a look into these cruise options. But now we are moving into my favorite destination that we have launched recently, really revamped, which is Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We've had this island for a long time. It was a nice, quiet beach day with some nice, quiet beaches, and nice barbecue lunch and awesome shore excursions. But we thought, you know what? Let's turn this island into our very own theme park, which is exactly what we did. This is actually a live picture. This is not a rendering. This is our private island, and it is jam-packed with activities that are available for you. And this is an extension of the ship. Once again, if you do have a beverage package purchased, it's going to carry over to the island where you can take advantage of the favorite drink of the island, which is going to be the Coco Loco, a really nice rum drink. Once again, maybe only have one or two of those. It might take you a little bit more boozy than you're wanting to get, but they're absolutely delicious. So the island itself is split into two major sections. On the left side of the island is going to be the chill portion of Perfect Day, and on the right side is going to be the thrill portion of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And I just wanted to touch on a couple of my favorite parts of both sections of the island. Starting with the Oasis Lagoon. This is actually my favorite part of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. This is the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. What we don't advertise is that the floor of the pool, it's this really nice soft rubber. It feels really good in your feet, really nice on your knees. And if you stick your head underwater, we're blasting Caribbean music. We love to be extra Royal Caribbean, and we put a lot of that extraness into Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Another awesome part about the Oasis Lagoon is we do have a palapa, which serves as a swim-up bar. So you can take advantage of your favorite cocktail at this beautiful swim-up bar, this little palapa we have in the middle of the pool. That's where I spend most of my time when I'm at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. You're absolutely going to love it. Then moving on to more portions of the chill portion of Perfect Day, we do have beaches and cabanas located across the entire island. If you are still just looking to relax on a nice quiet beach, we absolutely have that available for you. And we do have cabanas that are for rental available across the entire island at an extra fee. We do have our more luxury portion of our Perfect Day at Coco Cay Island. This actually launched in January of last year. So pretty unused, brand spanking new, and it is beautiful. Does come at an extra fee. To look into any of those pricing options, definitely work with Noam and your incredible travel agents at Expedia Cruises, but it has so much to offer, including the best restaurant on the island. It does come at an extra fee, but if you're looking for that really high-end, maybe surf and turf meal with really fancy, nice cocktails, this is going to be the spot to do that. It does also have its very own infinity pool and over-the-water floating cabanas. Really unique, and this is definitely the best way to really amplify that vacation and turn it into a wow experience. Definitely something to look into. Moving into more cabanas, I did mention we have these located across the entire island. You can even rent one of these in front of the water slides at our Thrill Water Park if that's something you're looking for. They're so much fun. They're really luxurious, and it's definitely something I recommend you taking advantage of. Once again, these do come at an extra fee, but it is absolutely worth it if you're looking for that incredible family vacation. Moving on to some complimentary options at Perfect Day at COCOBEACH. A vast majority of the island is complimentary, included within your cruise fare, and I definitely wanted to highlight those. We have our Chill Island, which is a really lovely beach area, nice and quiet, plenty of chairs available for you, of course, complimentary. This is that really nice, kind of family beach area. Harbor Beach is actually used to be where we would take our tenders back and forth from the ships and drop off all of our guests, all of you. We got rid of the tenders. We put in this huge slab of concrete so you can get off of the ship and onto the island incredibly fast. What I love about having our own pier is that you can get out of your cabin and actually walk onto a water slide in about 10 minutes. It's that quick, nice and easy. Absolutely love it. But Harbor Beach is a really nice shaded area. There's plenty of umbrellas and beach chairs available for you to rent. It's a nice quiet part of the island. And then South Beach, this is a really nice area, kind of more for the adults, if you want it to be, of course. Kind of for the adults, it's a nice, quiet beach portion of the island. We did not want to take those beach opportunities away from you. I've said this before, I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I am missing these beaches. I would love to be cooling up in that water in the South Beach at Perfect Day. Moving over to the Thrill Park portion of Perfect Day, this is where those extra fees are really going to come into place. The Thrill Water Park does come at an extra fee. It does vary depending on season, but it is an absolute smash hit. It is such an incredible water park. I'm a sucker for theme parks in general, and we really did a fantastic job with this. The Thrill Water Park is equipped with the Daredevil's Tower, which has 7 water slides built into it, including the Daredevil's Peak, which shoots down 135 feet and really whips you around. That slide is incredibly fast and so much fun. We do have over 1,600 feet of zip lines across Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, not continuous, but a lot of options for you there that go over many sections of the island. And we do have our own hot air balloon. Our Up and Away hot air balloon takes you 450 feet up into the air. Don't worry, it's tethered. It's not going anywhere. But this is going to be the best part of the island to get those incredible pictures. So definitely bring your camera when you're on the balloon. So I'm going to move over to the Caribbean home ports just so you get an idea of what ports we sail out of that visit these incredible Caribbean itineraries. Of course, have Galveston. We have 4 ports in Florida, Baltimore, Maryland, and the Northeast. But Noam teased this a little bit. We are actually going to start sailing out of California. We're so excited to bring our Navigator of the Seas over to California starting the summer of next year, doing some incredible itineraries. So definitely something to keep a lookout for that. But this list is really just to show you we have a wide list of options available for you. We can sail out of essentially any of these to a lot of those Caribbean ports. So definitely something to keep in mind. And just to touch a little bit more on those home ports, of course, Cape Liberty, New Jersey, we're actually going to be moving our Oasis class ships. These are the massive mega ships over to Cape Liberty doing some amazing sailings. And then, of course, you can opt to sail out of Baltimore and Boston. Galveston, Texas. So right now we do have plans. We actually are going to do it. We broke ground. We're building our own terminal in the port of Galveston. That's going to be launching next year. We're going to bring more of our Oasis class ships over that are going to do some really incredible Western Caribbean sailings. So definitely something to keep a lookout for. And then, of course, our Florida ports. These really are our bread and butter. Port Canaveral, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. We have our smaller ships like our Mariner of the Seas doing some awesome sailings there, as well as our Oasis class mega ships. So many itineraries, so many ships, and so many dates and options are out there for you. We're going to have something that fits all of your needs. All right, and then just going to touch briefly on our shore excursions. We have plenty of extra excursions available for you to choose. Depending on if you just want to take maybe a leisurely tour of whatever port you're at, or maybe you want to do a little bit something more extreme like some zip lining, we absolutely have those available. We do have accessible adventures as well. For those of you that might have special needs, such as wheelchairs, we do have special assistance and incredible programs for that. Let's look into that. You know who to talk to. I've said it again and again, your incredible travel agents at Expedia Cruises. But now I did want to touch briefly on Alaska. I know this year looks a little bit off. Might not be going this year to Alaska, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to be coming back with a vengeance in 2022. One moment here. So with Alaska, it's one of those destinations that's filled with so much history, culture, beauty. The vastness of untouched wilderness has to be seen to be appreciated. It's up to you to really pick and choose where exactly you would want to go in our Alaskan itineraries, but it really is a destination that's on many people's bucket lists. It's not just for seniors and retirees anymore. Alaska has become a sought-after destination for families as well. Actually had the opportunity to visit Alaska on our cruise tour packages, which I'll talk about a little bit more. And it's an absolute beautiful destination. We're actually going to have 4 ships sailing to and from Alaska starting next year. We absolutely cannot wait to bring that to you. But one of the reasons that people do love going to Alaska is, of course, the scenery. Pictures simply do not do Alaska's vastness and beauty justice. You really need to be there and see it with your own eyes to really take it all in. Whether you're walking on a glacier, seeing enormous landscape from a lodge, passing by Hubbard Glacier from your very own ocean view balcony, or watching a family of seals on a floating iceberg, there are so many sights to see both on and off the ship. And then wildlife. Of course, this is one of the things people love to see when they do visit Alaska. Black bears, caribou, whale watching. We have plenty of whale watching excursions available, as well as bald eagles. You're going to see wildlife everywhere you go when you visit Alaska on any of our itineraries. And just to talk very briefly, we do have 4 beautiful ships sailing to Alaska starting next year. We have our Quantum and Ovation of the Seas. These are kind of larger ships that are going to be sailing out of Seattle next year. And then our Radiance and Serenade, which are going to and out of Vancouver, as well as Seward, Alaska. Really beautiful ships that visit one of the most beautiful ports that you can ever visit in Alaska. Just to give you a brief shot here, the Quantum and Ovation doing 7-night round trips out of Seattle. Going to visit Icy Strait Point, Skagway, Juneau, the Endicott Arm, and Dawes Glacier, which is absolutely beautiful. We have a lot of options available and plenty of dates as well. And then our Radiance is doing a 7-night Alaska and Hubbard Glacier sailing, and these actually go back and forth from Vancouver and Seattle. And moving over to our Serenade of the Seas, this does round trips out of Vancouver. It's one of the smaller ships, but it's going to get you into some of those smaller places, such as the Inside Passage, so you can get some beautiful views of some glaciers and just the incredible scenery that Alaska has to offer. And I did want to, of course, talk about cruise tours. So what is a cruise tour? This is a pre or post land vacation package that we do offer at Royal Caribbean. It does actually, it does vary from 2 to 6 nights, and it does have a lot of extra options available for you. So to give you an example of the places that we do visit on the interior of Alaska, as well as Canada, we're going to visit Fairbanks. We're going to visit Denali National Park, which is absolutely gorgeous. I actually had a bear encounter there, got very close to it, but I was definitely safe, and it's absolutely beautiful. We're going to visit Talkeetna as well as Anchorage. And then those sailings are actually take you, of course, to the Hubbard Glacier. And then we have some options that are going to bring you over to Canada as well. To take a look at these pre or post cruise, this is in combination with any of our cruises that go to Canada or Alaska. Definitely take a look because they are really once in a lifetime incredible vacation packages. And then I did mention, of course, we do have tours ranging from 2 to 6 nights. That really depends on where you want to go. We have plenty of options available on our cruise tours. And then for Canada, the same thing. We actually have 2 tours. It's more limited, between 5 and 6 nights, visiting Calgary, Banff, that beautiful national park, as well as Vancouver and Victoria. And that is all that I am going to have for you, and I am going to pass it back over to Noam.
Well, thank you so much, Dan, for that sample platter of North American destinations. I'm anxious to do a cruise. I know everyone else is too. So we appreciate everyone coming tonight. Just to remind you, here's why you should book your Royal Caribbean cruise with us at Expedia. It's the expert advice and service. The dedicated vacation consultant is going to help you throughout the process. And on many dates, we have Expedia exclusive stateroom group pricing, which oftentimes can be at a substantial savings over what the published pricing is. So you can sometimes get a better deal. And on certain dates, we also have an additional onboard credit. all of those specific offers with Expedia would be combinable with the public pricing from Royal Caribbean, as well as any Crown and Anchor and shareholder offers that are available. And then, of course, because we're Expedia, we give you Expedia rewards points, 2 points for every dollar that your cruise booking costs, so that you can use those points for future bookings on Expedia.com. So with that, just want to let you know we have some more events coming up. Next week on Tuesday, we're going to have live from St. Lucia. One of our agents is going to be at the Sandals there, and you can tune in live and get a special booking incentive. And then in April, we've got 2 events with Alma Waterways. April 20th is going to be Christmas Market River Cruises, and on the 21st, we're going to be talking about Egypt. So you can RSVP at cruiseshow.us, similar to how you RSVP'd for today. And with that, I want to say thank you so much, Dan, for the tour of the Caribbean. I hope everyone has a good evening and a happy rest of your St. Patrick's Day, and we hope to help you soon. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody.